Man, starting yawn out. Not the best way to start a stream. Anywho, let's make sure we're good to go here. Okay, we are good to go. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy a relaxing game. And let's just put this in the chat. And there we go. This game is not suitable for children who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review the detailed content warning, which contains spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in settings. Screw that, I don't need contents. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age ratings and region. You have considered to expose yourself to highly disturbing content. Hello, Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's play a happy game. Okay, so Doki Doki Literature Club. Let me look at what we got here. Make sure we got everything on it. No need to base. Also, want to see. Are you? Okay, so the volume is kind of high. So let me just crank that down a couple of notches. And let me let that play out for a bit. And I will see how that is. Okay. Yeah, okay, that should be good enough. So yeah. I am also gonna have the text speed just auto forward time. Just keep that as it is. That should be able there. And I think for now we're good with this. We don't have any saves, so we can't really do anything right now. Anywho, enter your name. Yeah, okay. Maybe we should give a good name. We'll just call you... Brad. Brad will work. We'll call you Brad. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she may draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me like this, I almost feel bad after her off running away. However, I just sighed and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but that's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about annoying me. That's mean, Brad. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it into you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Brad, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I looked at a few clubs if that'll make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me to try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised that I'm even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick water break. Okay. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking out for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Then, that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And next QT made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori is full of energy, swipes open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Brad, what a nice surprise. Well, welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Brad. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come on, sit down. Brad, we made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cat ears. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one, and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around. Hi, Casey. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a nice night. And hopefully you're enjoying the stream as well. Okay, where was I? I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking a glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and flavorful. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. I am doing well. It's been a pretty good day so far. Nothing too bad, at least. And thank you for the message. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... I love Doki Doki Letter Club, so I'll enjoy the stream too. I'm also happy to hear you're doing well. Thank you for the positivity. Also glad to hear that you like this game. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. The teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I hadn't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and public oh my god, I can't say that word. Public safety and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fully fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like the literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festival that much more important. I am confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone's enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of excitement about literature. So Brad, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Give me a second, gotta take a sip of water. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite things are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes laid up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate, take advantage of your own lack of imagination, is completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Oh, that was my line. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the mimic. below minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap of paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were writing a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just a confidence. The trust form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you shared some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. I need a drink of water here. Also, welcome to the people in the chat, or well, the stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a nice night. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Brad? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on there. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth and with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was gonna join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. Still watching, by the way, just chilling. Okay. Glad to hear. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. I'm sorry. I thought... Brad... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Hello, random YT videos uploader. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a nice night. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you just really came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. You're doing a great job reading. Let's go voice acting. if you want to even call that that. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks up once more. Brad, I am looking forward to seeing how you express yourself. You're trying your best, that's what counts. Indeed. Yeah. Even if the voice acting I'm doing is complete garbage. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills and my mediocre acting skills? Who knows? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, these girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Brad, since we've already here, you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of you, do you know anything about DLCU, or are you doing a blind run? I know a little bit. I already know. Unfortunately, I was spoiled to what this game really is, but besides that, I have never really actually played it or really seen anything too much of it besides maybe a complication of listening while driving, or just on a I think I was on a driving trip when I heard like the Game Grumps were playing this, and it was like some like complication of like the best moments. So yeah, that's the most I know of it, and thanks to that I know a bit of the spoilers. So well, unfortunately I do know where it is. Getting spell sucks. Yeah. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, I see. I hope you have fun anyways. Yeah, I'm having much fun right now. I'm enjoying the story. Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to even grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I am sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ugh. Okay, what is this? It's time to write a poem. Pick the words you would think your favorite class member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so my first question is, how do I save? Okay, this is how I save. So obviously I know something bad's gonna happen if the game's giving me save files of all things. So yeah, okay, so let's see here. And I noticed that Monica isn't here. So that's already a red flag. Okay, what do we got? Charm, uncommon, waterfall, defeat, scars, incapable, embrace. That looks like a... I'm assuming... Oh, that went with Natsuki. And here I thought that was gonna go with Sayori. What about... I'm curious. You already knew it. Monica deserves a poem too. Yeah. It's such bunny, loud, or a lollipop. Okay, I was hoping to find some words for Sayori, so I'm assuming Yori likes more darker words. There's one for... I also noticed that it's 20 words, so you can get an even amount for them. Games, questions, sadness, summer, hair. Okay, so Natsuki looks like she likes sweet words. Sayori, I'm not too sure about, and I just got a achievement. Hold on. What the hell did I just get an achievement for? Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music to loop. Oh, okay. Okay, that scared me. Yeah, if you do half and half, it'll tie between the two girls. Then auto pick one of the words based on the words you picked. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, well, there's Sayori. Damn, I think we might be in the clear for Natsuki. Yeah, I believe we are now. There we go. Oh? Did we have a tie? Oh shit, we might be doing Sayori route. Huh. Damn, I wasn't paying attention. Might have to be spending some time with Sayori, actually. Huh. Okay. Hi again, Brad. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Brad. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you're just planning to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you're certainly having a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plots back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Brad always gives it the best as long as he's having fun. He always helps me when busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Brad can be good friends too. Sayori. Dot. As usually, Sayori seems oblivious of the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something for you today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She's even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an asperser sight from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs help. She needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of these things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Water break. How did you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, looks like you got the Natsuki route. Apparently. I see. There's a lone of volumes of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to she then turns to a box of manga and spills the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one box missing is possibly the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer, looked at the box that she admires. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either on my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through that glass door on the door over there. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Brad. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare to the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's Celine Moe. I believe that's how you say that. Don't you just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs me and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer like this. Sometimes I want to push Natsuki. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scoots an inch away from me. Sorry. Also, welcome to the people in the live stream. Hopefully you guys are having a nice night. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please do check out the other videos and maybe plan on subscribing. Just there. But have a nice night, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a nice night. With that being said, let's keep continuing here. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer and reclaiming the additional spaces while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulders, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you even paying attention? Uh, I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning stuff is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they obsess with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that's just helps get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really when what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ugh. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Was it? Ah. This character seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why? Why does it matter? It doesn't. I just was curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable-ish. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, that's adorable. We read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. I'm loving the art so far. The art's nice to look at. Are you sure this isn't getting boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing. It's like a night. Yeah. Yeah, I agree the art is cute, but also yeah. The game did say at the very beginning, I did get there was a label on the warning that all these girls were above 18 years old. That's what the game said. Those were the first lines that I read when I started up this game. I mean, she doesn't look very baby here. You're not wrong. Yeah. I guess it's fun sharing. Yeah, I guess it's very fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoyed. You know what I mean. Welcome to the stream, Mole. Oh, dot exclamation N Mold. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a nice night. You know what? What I meant. You don't? That's so cute. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I'm like saying you're not wrong there. I'm like saying this is just adorable. They're just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? ... // ... So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Naseki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Mayuri is my favorite character. You'll always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Nasaki. Oh my god, why do I keep saying that? Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are y'all ready with today's poems? ... Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just needed to make sure we had enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Okay, that hurt my voice. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for today now. I closed the book and headed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, "Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you." Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using any of my spare time to read this crap. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish this one by tomorrow so we can start reading the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you in your sleep. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's excited face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Probably the second option. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Yeah, by putting words down. I don't even think we actually made an actual poem. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I really never done this before. Really, you don't say. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find something to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica excitedly pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkle a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a compost notebook. I can already see Monica's precise handwriting from where it sits. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well as reaching into their bags. Yep, Sayori is such a good character. Love her. I do the same myself. I actually don't mind any of the characters so far here. So, who should I show my poem to first? I think I'm just gonna go down the list here. I definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. ... This is a good poem, Brad. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. By the way, it impresses me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you would write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really a part of the club now. Natsuki is my favorite, to be honest. Okay. Okay, Gabe. Also, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a nice night. Not to mention the fact that not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Brad. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only a really good person would do. Thanks, Sayori? I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Ugh. Alright, I'm going to hold you upon that then. Yay! Now, you can read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehe. Well, see about that? We'll see about that. Okay, what do we got here? Dear Sunshine. So true, because each character has been ethically written. They have each have pros and cons to their personality, which all of them means to grow as characters. Yeah, I agree with that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to tell me out of the bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh my god. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Indeed, I do want breakfast now, even though it's like 10:27. I could go for some breakfast. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yes, tried your best. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. It'll make me hungry for breakfast too. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. God damn it. That sounds really good right now. Even though you are late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next to? Natsuki. Oh god. Sorry about this. Oh my god, my voice. ... Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. You can chat along together. I gotta go upstairs. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water. I just ran out of water. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. Not much of a talker, so that I've never done voice acting before, so man, doing a number on the voice, but we're good. Stay hydrated, kids. ... Question mark? Okay, well, let's see. With the things I don't like. First of all, dot dot dot. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't like giving you my opinion. It's tough to speak so much. So don't worry, you're doing great. Thank you, Cassie. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would have been more comfortable sharing my poems if yours really was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that you're great, but it lets me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. ... So, in other words, what you're saying is you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. And people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, we're a pretty bum race. Yeah, humans are not fun at all. We really got really nothing going for us. Banger for sure. Definitely a banger. Best poem I read so far. Sorry, Sayori. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? No. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, Eagles can fly. Seeing everyone around you can do great things and can really be disheartening. Oh, I guess that's one way of putting it. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. That totally did not fly over my head. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then make it flat on purpose. That as well. I did not notice that as well. Damn. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. You and me, Brad. You and me. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you're learning that something. didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yes, you 9-year-old. Thank you for confirming that you're 9. That's what it means to be April. Yeah. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hello, Yuri. Haven't talked to you in a hot second. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passed, more than enough time for her to finish the reading of scribbles and random words on the poem. That really isn't even a poem. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Oh, hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Ugh, I'm so sorry. Yuri blushes. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that our specifying writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and you've been through and that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in the new writings is that they tried to make their style very deliberated. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separated from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both that style and expression are weakened. Once Yuri found her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different styles and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them up, but getting them to work is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it'll all come with practice, learning about an example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri seems dreamily as if there was a rare opportunity for her. With itself, it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh shit, that's cursive. Oh no, we might have a problem here. Ghosts under the light. Okay. Oh god, I don't read cursive. I don't read cursive. Oh god, the education system has failed me. The tendency of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing? It must be this one. The last. Do you need help? Maybe. I don't know. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last year to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. Fuck, what the hell? The hues of the future. I bathe claims breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I couldn't read it. ... Yuri, I can't read cursive. I'm so sorry. I can't read any cursive. Banger of a poem. Barely knew what it was saying, but yeah. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Yes, you do. You should go back to normal handwriting. Get out here with cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Yes, you were. But it took you a long time to read. God damn it, the game's calling me out. I think Yuri's handwriting is beautiful. It's beautiful, it's just too bad I can't read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Yuri's handwriting is beautiful for real. It's the curse of not being able to read it. Yeah, it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Look, the only cursive I really know is how to do it in my name. Besides that, we barely, at least in the education system, we barely learned anything about it, except for the letters. I think that was like in 3rd grade though, but that was just quickly over within an hour, and then I don't think I never had to read anything in cursive again. I really am glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Brad. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feeling, and experience in their work that usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only because the civilization compares to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining places of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And so, being left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it wouldn't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, Monica, you're the last one. Hi, Brad. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, oh god. Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Sorry for the coughing. Went a little too high pitched there. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going off with the flow. I'm more settled into it. You're all good. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine now. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Brad. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Brad. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. That they can be funny, enduring, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long that might even feel like the writer's for kids. But if you think about it, then they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So what you're saying, that is, Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you'll probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up doing different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone that claims to not be very well. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the same way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle portraits, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel the blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas is already scorched with a permanent copy of mindless images. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. The fuck does that mean? So, what do you think? Interesting. It's very freeform, if that's what you would call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular now these days. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines when performed out loud. It can be really powerful. what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just end up getting a dark puddle of ink. So you just need to move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing abilities, even if they are just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I did. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they're reading in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. The time when I was joining a writing club and everyone wrote love poems while I sat there with my text and torturing OC. Thank God I never shared them. Oh no. Yeah. Might have been a little bit awkward. Natsuki distantly returns the poems to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss? Did you completely miss? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Brad did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestive of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Yeah. And Brad liked my poem too, you know? He's even told me he was impressed by it. I don't know. The music just stopped. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Uh-oh. That isn't good. Music's changing. Not in a good way. Yeah? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Brad's appreciating my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know that? He didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out of my... Thought she was gonna hit Yuri. Ugh. No, I don't think yet. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Brad started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't... God, my voice. Oh God, sorry. Oh man. I think that works. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if there's just notice I was standing there. Brad, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started. If she's getting over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Oh God. The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have figured it out. Help me explain that to her, Brad. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convince complex feelings and meaning the most efficiently. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limited yourself as it is also ways. You understand that, right, Brad? Well? ... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... we got some interesting choices. So we did pick Natsuki, so I'm more inclined to help her in this situation. Personally, I'm not a fan of what both of them are doing right now. But we could also drag our friend into this. Fuck it. They both need to just take out with the... fuck it, let's take Natsuki's side. Fuck you, Yuri. Fuck you and your cursive. Oh no. I didn't... Oh God, did I choose wrong? Yuri! Objection! Objection. You're really talented. Okay, I like how we're going with this. Yeah, well. But Natsuki has a point. I think that... Oh no. Music. Oh, the music's out of tune now. Fuck, I did something wrong. I whacked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. Oh my God, I just slammed my head against the wall. I think that's conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It's lets the reader imagination takes over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Show me how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she is one was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even some small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, I didn't want to get Sayori dragged into this. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. I wonder what would happen. I didn't save, unfortunately, so I couldn't choose the other two options, but I wonder what would happen if I went the other ways. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Brad. Sheesh. God damn it, Natsuki. Natsuki takes a breath. I think I'm the thing about did I skip some dialogue? Hold on. Hey, it's not like you said. Okay, never mind. I guess the dialogue was just moving faster. Okay, how do I get off the screen? Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyways, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? I personally prefer siding with Natsuki or Sayori stepping in and helping options for this part. Huh. That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding my eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I think at this point you might kill her emotionally. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? At least I didn't go out of two hands. Hiro is expecting something bad to happen, but that actually went not too badly. I hope that it's worthwhile for everyone, especially for you, Brad. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace for everyone lazing around. We get a little too used to it. And so, my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. My joining the club was responsible for joining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There are still some time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Yeah? About what? That's not the most important thing about literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's what you're the vice president for Sayori. And then, though Monika's right, being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Brad, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. it was a neat thing. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes about. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. A nod to myself with newfound determination. Brad, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That really is the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them at all. I just wanted to know your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Yeah. You know, Brad, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the most happiest. And I think everyone else really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I am in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? Well, have to see what the future holds, right, Sayori? I pat on the shoulder. Sorry. I said that more to myself than to her about it being easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. I believe that is actually a perfect stopping point right now. How much time we're at? We're about an hour 47 minutes, but my voice is on the cooler side. But yeah, I think that's a good place to end it right now before heading into the next day. So I just want to thank Mole, Kazi, Gabe, and Mr. Diamond. Yeah, you're ending now? Yep, it's been about close to 2 hours and my voice is starting to give in. But yeah, and that I need to get some sleep. I got work in the morning. But yeah, thank you for showing up for the stream, as well as everybody else who decided to show in for the stream. Thank you guys, and have a nice night. Nice gameplay. Thank you guys. I'll be streaming more tomorrow night around the same time. So yeah, have a nice night, you guys.